the manuscript that recreates a new version of you, full audiobook. The Manuscript of the Awakened Mind. Introduction. There is a whisper you have been hearing, a subtle tug at the edge of your awareness. It speaks in the quiet moments between breaths, in the stillness just before sleep. This is not a sound for the ears, but a resonance for the soul. It is a call from a version of you that has always existed, waiting just beyond the veil of the world you have been taught to see. This whisper is the first thread of a new reality, a reality you are destined to weave. It is the beginning of your great remembering. You have walked through life feeling the weight of a story that was not your own. You have worn identities tailored by others, followed maps that led to destinations you never chose. There is a sacred frustration growing within you, a deep knowing that there is more to this existence than what meets the eye. This discontent is not a flaw in your spirit, it is the proof of it. It is the ancient inner compass straining toward its true north, guiding you home to yourself. Your longing is a prayer. Long ago, in temples now lost to time and sand, initiates were taught the art of inner alchemy. They understood that the world is a mirror, reflecting the architecture of the mind. They knew the secret that reality is not fixed, but fluid, a dream that can be consciously shaped by the one who has awakened from the slumber of ordinary perception. These secrets were etched not on stone, but on the timeless substance of consciousness itself. You are the inheritor of this hidden knowledge. This manuscript is not a mere collection of words. It is a living frequency, a key designed to unlock the dormant codes within your being. As you listen, you are not just receiving information. You are undergoing an activation. Each chapter is a step in a sacred ritual, a spiral journey inward to the core of your own creative power. You will be guided to deconstruct the illusion of the old self and to reconstruct a new existence from the essence of your soul. This is an operation of light. The journey ahead requires your courage. It asks you to look upon the fabric of your own life and to see the threads you have been given and the threads you wish to change. It demands that you become the silent observer of your own thoughts, the compassionate witness of your own emotions. You will learn the language of your subconscious, and you will speak new realities into form. This is not a path of adding more to who you are, but of peeling away everything you are not. You are about to meet your true self. You were never broken. You were only asleep. This stirring within you, this pull towards something greater, is your soul's alarm clock, ringing through the layers of time and conditioning. It is your time to awaken. It is your time to remember that you are not a passenger in this life, but its creator. The universe has been waiting for you to hear this call. So take a deep breath. Settle into your heart. Let the old world fade and turn the first page of your new story. The manuscript is now open. Chapter 1. The Call to Awakening. There is a hollow echo that sometimes follows you through your brightest days, a quiet knowing that the life you are living is a performance, and the script was written by hands you do not recognize. You smile, you achieve, you move through the motions, yet a part of you remains untouched, watching from a deep and silent place within. This is not a sign of failure, but the first flicker of a distant light. It is the signal that a deeper truth is ready to surface. You may have tried to quiet this feeling, to fill the emptiness with more noise, more work, more things. You have told yourself this is all there is, that you should be more grateful, more content. But the feeling persists, a gentle but relentless tapping on the window of your soul. It is the part of you that remembers wholeness, calling you back to your source. This sacred discontent is the friction needed to ignite the flame of your transformation. It is the catalyst. This calling often arrives cloaked in the language of crisis. A relationship ends, a career loses its meaning, a wave of grief washes over you for no clear reason. The structures you relied upon begin to feel fragile, like sand castles before the tide. Do not mistake this for chaos. This is the necessary unraveling. The universe is not punishing you. It is dismantling the prison you have mistaken for a home. It is making space for a new foundation to be laid. The call is an invitation from your future self. It is a version of you that already exists in a timeline of expanded awareness and profound peace, sending a message back through time. This message is carried on the frequency of your deepest longing. It is a magnetic pull, drawing you toward the person you are destined to become. Every moment of unease is a love letter from your own soul, urging you to wake up from the dream of separation. Your soul is calling you home. To answer this call, you need only to pause, to become still, and to listen. In the space between your thoughts, the whisper becomes clearer. It does not shout, it emanates. Ask yourself now in this silent moment, what is it that you truly desire beyond all surface wants? Feel the answer, not as a thought, but as a resonance in your heart. This feeling is your compass. This inner knowing is the only guide you will ever need. Trust its gentle pull. The world may try to pull you back, to lull you into the familiar slumber. Friends and family may not understand the changes they sense within you. This is the first test of your commitment. The call to awakening is a solitary journey at its start, for it requires you to turn away from the crowd and toward your own inner authority. You must be willing to be misunderstood, to walk alone for a time, in order to find the truth that sets you free. Courage, dear one. There is a story you have been telling yourself about who you are. This call is the beginning of a new story. It starts with a single sentence. I am ready to see differently. Whisper this phrase to yourself 3 times before you sleep tonight. Let it seep into your subconscious mind. As you do, feel the old identity beginning to soften at its edges. A new dawn is approaching within you. A new consciousness is stirring from its long sleep. You have heard the call. Merely by listening to these words, you have already answered it. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with this single, sacred step. The door to your old life is closing behind you. Do not look back with regret. Look forward with the quiet excitement of a traveler embarking on a pilgrimage to a legendary land. That land is your own soul. And the time to explore its vast and uncharted territories is now. Your awakening has already begun. Chapter 2. Deconstructing the programmed self. Look closely at the face you present to the world. Is it truly your own, or a masterful collection of masks? From your earliest breath, you were handed a script. Your family, your culture, your schooling, all whispered instructions on how to be. You were taught what to value, what to fear, and what success should look like. These impressions sank deep into the soft clay of your subconscious, hardening over years into a statue that everyone recognizes as you. But the statue is not the living being inside. Consider the constant stream of thoughts that flows through your mind. Are they your original creations, or are they echoes of old conversations? The critical voice that says you are not enough, the anxious one that anticipates disaster, the one that compares your journey to everyone else's. These are not the voice of your soul. They are the accumulated recordings of past judgments, fears, and limitations imposed upon you. You have been hosting a chorus of ghosts, mistaking their songs for your own truth. Your very identity is a collection of inherited agreements. You agreed to believe you are bad at math, or that money is hard to come by, or that you are not the creative type. Each agreement was a thread woven into the garment of your personality. You have worn this garment for so long, you forgot it was not your skin. To change, you must first see the garment. You must feel its texture and recognize it as something you can indeed take off. This is the great audit of the mind. Your desires, too, must be questioned. Do you want that car, that job, that relationship because it aligns with your soul's purpose, or because it was programmed as a symbol of worth? The programmed self is a phantom, chasing phantom goals to fill a void it can never understand. It seeks validation from the outside because it has no substance on the inside. This endless pursuit is the source of much of your exhaustion. It is a hunger that cannot be fed by the outside world. There is a profound courage in this act of deconstruction. It requires you to become an archaeologist of your own being, gently brushing away the dust of conditioning to see what lies beneath. It is not a process of self-attack, but of compassionate discernment. With each layer you examine, ask a simple question. Is this mine? Does this belief feel like home to my soul? If it feels heavy, constricting, or foreign, you have found a program. You have found a thread to pull. This unraveling may feel like falling apart. As old beliefs lose their power, the world they constructed will also begin to shimmer and fade. This is a sacred disorientation. It is the necessary chaos that precedes true order. You are not losing yourself. You are losing who you are not. The solid ground you feel crumbling beneath your feet was never the bedrock of your spirit, but a platform built on borrowed assumptions. Its collapse is a gift. In the space where a program once lived, a silence will emerge. Do not rush to fill it. This silence is fertile ground. This emptiness is pure potential. It is the sacred void from which all genuine creation springs. Rest here. Breathe into this new space within you. This is the first taste of your true, unprogrammed nature. It is not a set of beliefs, but a state of being, aware, open, and free. This is the essential self, waiting to be acknowledged. You are not the statue. You are the living consciousness that observes the statue. You are not the garment. You are the one who wears it and can choose to change it. This separation is your point of power. From this day forward, you are no longer a passive recipient of conditioning. You are the conscious curator of your own mind. Every thought, every belief now passes before the light of your awareness. And you hold the power to say, this stays or this goes. The deconstruction has begun. Chapter 3. The architecture of your perception. You believe you see the world as it is, a solid and unchangeable reality. But you are looking through a lens, a complex filter built from every memory, every heartache, every triumph you have ever known. This filter colors everything, shaping neutral events into personal victories or crushing defeats. Two people can stand in the same rain. One feels a dreary gloom, the other a cleansing baptism. The rain has not changed. Only the perceiver has changed. Your reality is a personal interpretation, not an absolute truth. Your mind is a master architect, constantly building your world from the inside out. It does this through selective attention, highlighting what confirms your existing beliefs and fading out what challenges them. If you believe the world is hostile, you will find evidence everywhere. If you believe it is supportive, you will find that too. Your focus is the sculptor's hand, and your experience is the clay. You are not a victim of your circumstances, but the curator of your attention, moment by moment. Consider the simple act of walking into a room. You do not see everything. Your perception is edited, based on a story you are already telling yourself. If you feel insecure, you perceive judgment in every glance. If you feel joyful, you perceive potential friends. The room itself is a blank canvas. You are the artist, painting it with the pigments of your past and the brush of your present mood. The world out there is raw data. The world you experience is a deeply personal creation. These perceptual habits are the invisible walls of your personal reality. They feel so real, so solid, that you rarely think to question them. You live in a house of mirrors, believing the reflections are the truth beyond the glass. But when you shift your internal state, the entire reflection changes. A problem that seemed insurmountable in anxiety becomes a simple puzzle in a state of peace. The problem did not change. The architecture of your perception was renovated. To change your life, you need not change the world. You must learn to change your lens. This begins with the humble act of observation. Start by watching your own judgments. Notice how quickly you label a person, an event, a day. That label is not the truth. It is your filter at work. Simply pause and ask, is this truly what is happening, or is this my story about what is happening? In that pause, you create a crack in the old architecture. Practice seeing the space between the event and your reaction. In that slender gap lies your freedom. It is the space where you can choose your interpretation. When a driver cuts you off, you can choose the story of an personal insult or the story of a hurried human being. One story creates anger and stress. The other creates mild amusement and release. The event was identical. Your power lies in selecting the blueprint for your perceptual reality from the infinite options available. Your perception is not a fixed sentence, but a living, breathing dialogue with the universe. You are in a constant state of co-creation. As you change within, the world without seems to rearrange itself to meet your new vibration. This is the great secret of the mystics. They learned to adjust their inner frequency, and the outer world mirrored it back to them. They did not manipulate reality. They mastered the instrument of their own perception, and reality sang a new song in response. You are the architect. The blueprints are in your hands, drawn from the ink of your beliefs and the pencil of your focus. Today, become conscious of the rooms you are building within your mind. Are they dark and cramped, or are they filled with light and spaciousness? You hold the power to redesign them. You can open new windows, knock down old walls, and let in a fresh perspective. The world you see is a testament to the design you have chosen until now. Choose a new design and watch a new world appear. Chapter 4. The Power of Conscious Awareness. Behind the stream of your thoughts, beneath the tide of your emotions, there is a silent witness. This is not a thought, nor a feeling, but the space in which they appear. It is the conscious awareness that reads these words, that hears the sound of your own breath. This awareness is the most fundamental aspect of your being. It is the still point in the turning world, the unwavering canvas upon which the painting of your experience is displayed. It is who you truly are. You have spent a lifetime identifying with the painting, the dramatic colors of anger, the soft hues of sadness, the bright splashes of joy. You believed you were the content of your mind, but you are the vast, silent space that holds it all. Thoughts come and go like clouds in a sky. Emotions rise and fall like waves on an ocean. The sky is not harmed by the storm clouds. The ocean is not diminished by the crashing waves. You are that sky. You are that ocean. When you are lost in a painful thought, you are like a man staring at a single dark cloud, believing the entire sky has turned black. The practice is to lean back in your mind and to notice the cloud from the perspective of the vast, open sky. This shift does not dismiss the pain, but it places it in a context so immense that it loses its power to define you. You are no longer the pain. You are the awareness that is aware of the pain. This is the birth of true freedom. This power of awareness creates a sacred gap between stimulus and response. In that gap, you find your choice. Without it, you are a puppet, your strings pulled by past conditioning and immediate reactions. With it, you become the puppeteer. Someone speaks a harsh word. The old reaction of anger or hurt may arise, but in the space of awareness, you can see it as merely a passing energy. You can choose a different response: silence, curiosity, or compassion. You are no longer a slave to your programming. To cultivate this, practice returning to the anchor of your breath. Your breath is always in the present moment, a gentle tide flowing in and out. When you feel swept away by thought, feel the physical sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. This simple act pulls you from the turbulent river of thinking and places you on the stable bank of the observer. You are not trying to stop the river, only to rest on its shore and watch it flow by. You can extend this awareness to your senses. For the next minute, just listen. Do not label the sounds as good or bad. Do not follow stories about them. Simply receive the raw experience of sound itself. Notice the silence between and beneath the sounds. In this simple exercise, you are exercising the muscle of pure awareness. You are stepping out of the world of concepts and into the direct experience of being. This is your home. This is your point of power. Some call this presence. Others call it mindfulness or the observer self. The name does not matter. What matters is the direct knowing that you are not your story. You are not your problems. You are not your achievements. You are the luminous consciousness that is aware of all these things. This realization is the most important discovery you will ever make. It is the master key that unlocks every door on the path of awakening. It is the foundation upon which your new self will be built. From this day forward, make it your practice to several times a day just pause. In the middle of a conversation, while walking, while working, just stop and ask, who is aware right now? Do not try to find a mental answer. Simply feel into the knowing, the alive presence that is reading these words. This is you. This is the I am, before any name, any role, any story. Abide here. Rest in this knowing. For in this conscious awareness, you are already free, already whole, and already home. Chapter 5. Reprogramming the subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the captain of the ship, giving deliberate orders. But your subconscious is the entire crew below deck, and it operates on autopilot based on old maps. These maps were drawn in childhood, etched by repetition and strong emotion. Willpower alone, the captain's shouted commands, often fail against the crew's deep-seated routines. To truly change your course, you must go below. You must speak the native language of the subconscious, the language of imagery, feeling, and belief. The subconscious does not reason or debate. It accepts what you consistently feel and visualize as truth. Every time you vividly imagine a desired outcome with genuine emotion, you are not merely daydreaming. You are etching a new neural pathway. You are sending a direct command to the very operating system of your being. The subconscious then works tirelessly behind the scenes to align your actions, opportunities, and energy with this new internal blueprint. It makes the new path feel like home. The gatekeeper to the subconscious is the critical factor, the part of your mind that analyzes and rejects what contradicts its current programming. To bypass this gatekeeper, you must enter a state of relaxed focus. In the twilight space between wakefulness and sleep, when your brain waves slow to alpha and theta, the gatekeeper rests. In this receptive state, your mind is like soft clay, ready to receive new impressions. This is the most potent time for planting new seeds of belief. Craft a simple present tense statement that embodies your new reality. Not "I will be confident," but "I am confident and poised." Feel the truth of this statement in your body. Sense the posture, the calm breath, the steady gaze of your confident self. Pair this statement with a clear mental movie. See yourself navigating a challenging situation with this new energy. Infuse this visualization with the feeling of already having achieved it. Emotion is the carrier wave that delivers the signal. Consistency is the magic ingredient. A single powerful session can create a spark, but it is daily repetition that builds the new neural structure. This is not a task for fleeting motivation, but for sacred discipline. For the next 21 nights, as you lie in bed, enter that relaxed state. Whisper your new belief to yourself. Paint your mental movie with vivid sensory details. Feel the corresponding emotions wash over you, then release it and sleep, allowing your subconscious to integrate it all. Your dreams may begin to shift. You may find yourself acting in new ways without conscious effort. This is the sign that the reprogramming is taking hold. The old programs may still surface like ghosts in the machine. When they do not fight them. Acknowledge them with a gentle, "That was an old program," and immediately reaffirm your new command. You are not erasing the old map, but you are laying a new, more compelling one right on top of it. Some call this auto-suggestion or hypnotic language. See it as a sacred dialogue with the deepest part of yourself. You are not imposing a foreign idea. You are awakening a latent truth. You are reminding your soul of its inherent power and wholeness. The beliefs you install are not lies. They are the spiritual realities that your conditioning has obscured. You are not building a false self, but uncovering your true one, layer by layer, command by command. You are the programmer. The keys are in your hands. Begin tonight. Before sleep, choose one core belief to rewrite. Make it simple, positive, and charged with feeling. Close your eyes and feel yourself as the person who already lives that truth. Let the old identity, with all its limitations, dissolve into the darkness. Let the new one be born in the quiet sanctuary of your mind. As you sleep, your inner crew will get to work, and you will awake to a world that subtly, surely, begins to mirror your new command. Chapter 6. The Alchemy of Thought and Emotion. A thought is a seed, and an emotion is the weather that makes it grow. A single worry repeated can summon a storm of anxiety that colors your entire world. A grateful reflection can summon a warmth that melts the frost of a difficult day. You are not at the mercy of this internal climate. You are the alchemist in the laboratory of your own being, learning to combine these elements to create gold from the base metals of experience. This is your sacred science. Notice the intimate dance between your mind and your heart. A critical thought about yourself instantly tightens your chest. A memory of love can make it feel expansive and light. This is a feedback loop of creation. The thought generates the feeling, and the feeling then attracts more thoughts of a similar nature, strengthening the original signal. A cycle of fear builds upon itself, as does a cycle of joy. You are, in every moment, building momentum in one direction or the other. The point of power is not to stop the thoughts, but to change your relationship to them. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer who can choose which thoughts to entertain and which to let pass. When a negative thought arises, see it as a cloud. You can watch it drift by, or you can invite it in, make it tea, and believe its entire story. Your focus is the invitation. Your belief is the energy that gives it a home in your reality. To practice this alchemy, begin to intercept the loop. When you feel a heavy emotion like sadness or anger, pause. Ask yourself, what is the thought behind this feeling? Trace the emotion back to its origin in the mind. You will often find a simple, repetitive sentence. I am not safe. I am not enough. I have been wronged. This is the seed. Now consciously choose a new seed. A seed of a contrary nature. I am safe and supported. I am whole as I am. I release this burden. Do not merely repeat the new thought like a hollow mantra. You must feel it. This is the alchemical fire. Sit with the new thought until you can summon a flicker of the feeling it represents. The feeling of safety, the feeling of worthiness, the feeling of peace. It might be small at first, a single ember. Cup your hands around that ember. Focus your attention on it. Breathe into the sensation in your body. As you do, you are feeding the new signal and starving the old. This is not about denying genuine grief or pain. It is about preventing a single rain shower from turning into a perpetual flood. It is about reclaiming your authority over your inner world. You can honor a feeling without becoming its prisoner. You can say, I feel this sadness, and I also know it is a passing weather pattern. I am the sky, vast and unchanging, and not the storm that moves through me. This knowing is the foundation of emotional sovereignty. Your vibrational signature is the sum total of your dominant thoughts and feelings. This signature is what you broadcast to the universe, and it dictates what you attract. By consciously choosing thoughts that generate feelings of peace, love, and abundance, you are tuning your instrument to a new frequency. You are no longer a passive receiver of random stations. You are the composer of your own symphony. The world will have no choice but to dance to your new song. Make this alchemy a daily practice. Carry a small notebook, an inner alchemist's journal. When a disruptive feeling arises, write down the thought seed. Then on the next line, write its alchemical transformation. Feel the shift in your body as you write the new, empowered truth. Over time, this will rewire your default responses. You will find that you can transmute frustration into curiosity, fear into excited anticipation, and lack into a deep trust in the flow of life. You hold the philosopher's stone of your own attention. Before we continue, I have something special for you. We've just released a new ebook that goes even deeper into the wisdom you're hearing right now. If you want to explore these teachings on a deeper level, the link is waiting for you in the first pinned comment of this video. Take a moment to check it out. You won't regret it. Now, let's return to the audiobook. Chapter 7. Forging an Unshakable Core Identity. Who are you when all the labels are stripped away? When the job title vanishes, the relationships change, and the achievements fade from memory. What remains? There is a core self, an essential being that exists beyond roles and accomplishments. This core is not built from what you have done, but from the qualities you choose to embody. It is the bedrock upon which a truly resilient and authentic life is constructed. To forge it is your most sacred duty. Most people build their identity like a house on shifting sand. Their sense of worth is tied to external validation, to likes, promotions, and the opinions of others. When the praise comes, they feel strong. When criticism arrives, they crumble. This is the fragile identity of the ego, a phantom that must constantly be fed from the outside. It is an exhausting performance, a desperate attempt to prove you are enough, when the truth is, you already are. Your core identity is not something you find, but something you decide. It is a conscious declaration of the virtues you wish to express in this lifetime. Is your core self compassionate? Is it courageous? Is it creative and curious? Is it peaceful and wise? These are not traits you hope to have someday. They are the birthright of your soul, waiting to be claimed and consciously lived. You must choose them, name them, and wear them as your true name. Take a moment now to feel into this. Close your eyes and ask, if I were already the most authentic, empowered version of myself, what would my core values be? Listen not for words from your mind, but for a feeling in your heart. Perhaps it is a sense of unwavering integrity. Perhaps it is a boundless love for all life. Perhaps it is a fearless passion for truth. This feeling is the signature of your essential self. Write it down. Give it words. From this day forward, let this core identity be the compass for all your decisions. Before you speak or act, ask, is this aligned with who I have chosen to be? Would a courageous person back down from this challenge? Would a compassionate person speak this harsh word? This simple question creates a powerful filter. It moves you from reacting to old patterns to acting from a place of profound self-respect. You begin to live with intention, not from habit. You will be tested. The old world and the old you will try to pull you back into familiar dramas. In these moments, do not argue. Do not fight. simply return to the felt sense of your core. Place your hand on your heart and breathe into the quality you have chosen. Remember the decision you made. This recenters you in your power. Each time you choose your core over a conditioned reaction, you strengthen it. You make it more real than the illusion. This forged identity is not a rigid statue. It is a living, breathing presence that can adapt and flow with life's changes. It does not need to defend itself, for it knows its own worth. It does not need to compare itself, for it is unique and irreplaceable. It is a light that shines from within, and it attracts experiences and people that resonate with its frequency. You become a beacon, not a reflection. You become the source, not the seeker. The work is simple, but it is not always easy. It requires vigilant awareness and a deep commitment to your own truth. Yet with each aligned action, you are not just behaving differently. You are etching the new identity into the substance of your soul. You are telling the universe and yourself who you truly are. And the universe, in its infinite intelligence, will have no choice but to agree. You are no longer a character in a story. You are the author, and the pen is in your hand. Chapter 8. The Practice of Radical Acceptance. Before a seed can sprout, it must first rest in the dark, accepting the confines of the soil. Before you can build a new reality, you must first make peace with the one you currently inhabit. This is not surrender. It is not passive resignation. It is the profound and active choice to stop arguing with what is, to end the exhausting war with reality itself. This ceasefire is the essential ground from which all true transformation grows. Observe the energy you expend fighting your present moment. The mental arguments against a past you cannot change. The resistance to a feeling you wish you did not have. The frustration with a limitation you are facing. This resistance is like trying to smooth a wave with a flat iron. It only creates more turbulence and heat. The wave of reality will continue its motion, with or your permission. To fight it is to drown in the very sea you are trying to calm. Radical acceptance is the act of lowering the iron. It is saying to the wave, I see you. You are here. I will not waste my strength fighting your existence. This simple internal shift does not mean you approve of the situation. It does not mean you are giving up on change. It means you are choosing to see clearly, without the distortion of denial or anger. You are gathering your energy from the battlefield of resistance and bringing it home to the hearth of creation. Begin with your body. Notice any areas of tension or discomfort. Instead of mentally pushing them away, bring your breath to them. Whisper inwardly, I accept this sensation. I allow it to be here. Feel the subtle, almost immediate release that follows. The body, when met with acceptance, begins to soften its guard. It is the same with emotions. Name the feeling. I feel anger. I feel fear. And then add, and I accept that I am feeling this right now. This practice extends to the circumstances of your life. Look at a situation you have been struggling against. Say to yourself, this is what is happening right now. This is the current reality. Feel the difference between that statement and the thought, this should not be happening. The first is a clear-eyed assessment that leaves you empowered. The second is a child's tantrum that leaves you drained and helpless. Acceptance returns your adult power to you. In this space of acceptance, a miracle occurs. What was once a heavy problem becomes a neutral circumstance. The emotional charge dissipates, and you are left with simple facts. From this place of calm clarity, intelligent action can arise. Action that is not born from panic or desperation, but from wisdom and discernment. You can now ask, from this place of acceptance, what is the most loving and empowered step I can take from here? Some fear that acceptance will make them complacent. The opposite is true. Resistance is what keeps you stuck, cycling in frustration. Acceptance is what frees you to move. You cannot build a new house on a plot of land. that you are still angrily disputing ownership of. You must first accept that the land in its current state is yours. Only then can you clear it, prepare it, and lay a new foundation. Acceptance is the quiet, powerful act of claiming your ground. Let today be a day of gentle acceptance. With each breath, practice allowing life to be as it is, just for this moment. Accept the weather, accept the traffic, accept the feeling in your heart, accept the thoughts in your head. In this profound allowing, you are not becoming weak. You are gathering an immense, silent strength. You are aligning with the fundamental flow of existence. And in that alignment, you find the effortless power to shape what comes next. Chapter 9. Transcending the ego's narratives. There is a voice in your mind that claims to be you, but it is only a tenant. It is the ego, a construct of thought built for survival and separation. Its favorite stories are of lack and limitation, of being wronged or being superior. It constantly compares, judges, and seeks to fortify its own existence. Learning to recognize this voice and to see it as a mere character in your inner world is a great step toward liberation from its endless drama. This voice speaks in absolutes and fears. It says, "I am never enough. They are always against me. This will surely end in disaster." It thrives on a sense of individuality that is rooted in being special or victimized. It clings to past grievances as proof of its identity. Notice the texture of these thoughts. They feel tight, repetitive, and heavy. They create a wall between you and the present moment, between you and the love that is your true nature. The ego is not your enemy to be destroyed, for that is just another egoic game. It is a mechanism to be understood and gently transcended. Its original purpose was to protect a fragile sense of self, but its strategies have become the prison walls. You transcend it not through battle, but through a shift in identification. You move from being the voice to being the awareness that hears the voice. This is the fundamental shift. When the ego speaks, you can learn to respond with a quiet, internal thank you for sharing. You acknowledge the thought without believing its story. You see it as a conditioned program running its course, like a scroll of ancient text being read aloud. You do not have to obey its commands. You do not have to fuel its dramas. This simple act of non-engagement drains the ego of its power. It is a fire that goes out when you stop feeding it sticks. Practice noticing the space around the ego's stories. When a thought of "I am not good enough" arises, feel the vast, silent awareness that contains it. That awareness is your true self. The thought is a cloud. You are the sky. The more you rest in the sky, the less the clouds can trouble you. They may still appear, born of old habits, but they pass through without creating a storm. You are no longer hypnotized by their passing forms. Another path is to inquire directly into the ego's claims. When a thought says this situation is unbearable, ask, is that truly so? Can I bear this single breath, this single moment? The ego deals in catastrophic futures and unforgiving pasts. Inquiry brings you back to the undeniable reality of the present, where you are often perfectly safe and whole. You dismantle the narrative not with another narrative, but with the sharp, clear light of truthful questioning. As you transcend the ego, a new kind of intelligence begins to guide your life. This is the wisdom of the heart, of intuition, of the unified field. Decisions come from a place of deep knowing rather than calculated fear. Actions are taken from a sense of wholeness, not from a need to fill a void. Your relationships become mirrors for growth, not arenas for validation. You begin to operate from your soul's purpose, not your personality's insecurities. This is a journey of gentle, persistent remembering. Each time you see the ego at play and choose not to follow, you are claiming your freedom. You are remembering that you are the limitless awareness behind the limited story. Do not seek to annihilate the ego, but to outgrow it. Let it become a quiet tool, a humble servant, rather than the loud master of your house. In the silence it leaves behind, you will hear the true and eternal song of your own being. Chapter 10. The Principle of Energetic Sovereignty. You live in an ocean of subtle energy, constantly giving and receiving with every person, place, and thought you encounter. Your personal energy field is your most sacred territory, the luminous body that informs your physical reality. To be energetically sovereign is to become the conscious guardian of this space. It is to know where you end and the world begins, to choose what you allow in, and to reclaim what you have unconsciously given away. Much of your fatigue is not your own. It is the residue of crowded rooms, the worry of a loved one, the oppressive weight of the day's news. You have been taught to be empathetic, to care deeply, but without boundaries, this becomes a leak in your vessel. You take on the anxieties of others. You absorb the chaos of conflict. And soon your own light grows dim under the weight of energies that were never yours to carry. This ends now. Feel your energy field now, as you listen. Imagine it as a sphere of soft golden light extending an arm's length around your entire body. This is your sovereign space. Now, recall a recent interaction that left you feeling drained or agitated. Visualize any tangled foreign energies as dark cords or smoky tendrils attached to your golden sphere. Your intention alone is the scalpel that can sever them. See them dissolving, returning to their source, with a simple command. I return to you what is yours. Your thoughts are powerful projectors of your energy. Complaining, gossiping, and dwelling on fears are not just negative habits. They are active leaks in your system. Each time you engage, you are pouring your vital life force into mental dramas that deplete you. To become sovereign, you must become the gatekeeper of your own mind. You must choose silence over complaint and curiosity over judgment. Conserve your energy for your own creations, not for the dramas of the world. Create a simple ritual of cleansing each day. As you shower, imagine the water is not just cleaning your body, but washing away all non-coherent energies you have gathered. See them flowing down the drain, leaving your field bright and clear. You can do this with breath alone. Inhale pure white light. Exhale any heavy or stagnant energy as a dark mist. With 3 conscious breaths, you can restore the integrity of your sovereign field. This is your daily maintenance. A sovereign being does not need to build walls of fear or defensiveness. Your boundary is not a fortress, but a conscious, permeable membrane. You can choose to connect deeply with others, to feel compassion without absorption. You can listen to someone's pain without taking it on as your own. You hold a space of love, while your own energy remains contained and vibrant. This is the mark of a master. To be in the world, fully engaged, yet never losing the core of your own light. Notice how your energy responds to different environments. A walk in nature often fills you, while a crowded mall may deplete you. Your home should be a sanctuary. Clear the clutter, open the windows, and play soothing music. You can even set an intention for the space, declaring it a zone of peace and high vibration. You are the steward of your immediate environment, and you have the power to make it a source of replenishment for your soul. Energetic sovereignty is the foundation for all conscious creation. A scattered energy field cannot hold a clear intention. A leaky vessel cannot build pressure to manifest change. When you are sovereign, your energy is concentrated, potent, and magnetic. Your every thought and feeling carries more weight in the quantum field. You become a clear, strong signal, and the universe has no choice but to deliver a reality that matches your coherence. You are no longer a weather vane turning in the wind. You become the climate itself. Chapter 11. Designing your destiny blueprint. You would not build a house without a blueprint. Yet you have been building your life day by day, often with no design at all. A destiny blueprint is not a list of goals. It is a living, breathing vision of your soul's fullest expression, rendered in the sensory language of the subconscious. It is the architectural plan for your new reality, detailing not just what you will have, but more importantly, who you will become in the process. Close your eyes and allow yourself to dream, not as the limited person you believe you are, but as the infinite being you truly are. If there were no obstacles, no opinions, no past failures, what would your life look and feel like? Do not just think about it. Step into the movie of this envisioned life. What do you see with your own eyes? What sounds surround you? What does fulfillment feel like in your body? This is the raw material for your blueprint. Most people focus only on career or wealth. Your blueprint must be holistic, encompassing all aspects of your being. See yourself in vibrant health, feeling vitality in every cell. Envision your relationships as sacred mirrors of growth and profound connection. Feel the creative expression that flows through you effortlessly. Sense the spiritual peace that underlies your everyday. A one-legged table cannot stand. Your blueprint must create a life of complete and radiant balance. Now, give this vision texture and detail. Do not just see a house, see the light streaming through the window, feel the texture of the wood floor under your bare feet, smell the air after a rain. Do not just see a successful project, feel the satisfaction of a problem solved, hear the genuine appreciation in a colleague's voice, sense the quiet pride in your own heart. The subconscious mind is convinced by vivid, multi-sensory detail more than by abstract ideas. The emotional landscape is the very heart of your blueprint. The feelings are the magnetic charge that pulls this future to you. As you visualize, immerse yourself in the emotions of already living this reality. Feel the deep gratitude for a body that serves you well. Bathe in the joy of creative work that feels like play. Rest in the profound peace of a mind that is silent and a heart that is open. Your emotional signature is the command you are broadcasting. Take this vision and write it down. This is not a passive journal entry. This is an active declaration, a contract between your present self and your future self. Write it in the present tense, as if it is already happening. I am living in a home filled with light and love. I'm expressing my unique gifts with confidence and joy. I'm radiating health and vitality. Read this document aloud to yourself each morning, feeling the truth of every word. This blueprint is not set in stone. It is a living document that evolves as you evolve. Revisit it each month. Add new details as they come to you. Refine the vision as your consciousness expands. Your soul's desires are not static. They are an unfolding revelation. Your blueprint is the map you draw as you explore the uncharted territory of your own limitless potential. It is a conversation with your destiny. You are the architect of your existence. The power to design your life is not bestowed upon you by any external force. It is your birthright, currently lying dormant within your imagination. By crafting this blueprint, you are waking up that power. You are shifting from being a tenant in a life you did not choose to the master builder of a life that is a true reflection of your soul. Pick up your pen. The blank page of your future is waiting. Chapter 12. The Law of Resonant Attraction. You have been taught you attract what you want, but the universe is more precise. It does not respond to your wants. It responds to your vibration. You are a living magnet, and your dominant emotional state is your magnetic charge. You attract not what you desire with your mind, but what you are in energetic harmony with. Your outer world is a perfect mirror of your inner frequency, a precise reflection of the song your soul is singing. Think of a tuning fork. When you strike one, another of the same pitch nearby will begin to vibrate in sympathy. This is resonance. Your feelings are your pitch. If your inner world is tuned to anxiety, you will resonate with and attract more situations that cause anxiety. If you are tuned to gratitude, you will resonate with and attract more reasons to be grateful. The mechanism is impersonal and perfectly accurate. Your reality is your own echo. This is why willpower and affirmations often fail. You may repeat, "I am abundant," 1,000 times, but if you feel deep down a sense of lack and scarcity, that is the frequency you are broadcasting. The feeling of lack resonates with more lack. The universe is simply matching the emotional signal, not the words. The key is not to change your thoughts, but to change the feeling tone behind them. You must become a vibrational match for your desire. To align with a new reality, you must step into the feeling of it now. Do not wait for the evidence to appear to feel the feeling. That is putting the cart before the horse. The feeling is the horse. If you desire peace, do not wait for your world to become peaceful to feel peace. Generate the feeling of peace within your heart this very moment. Breathe it. Become it. As you do, you are tuning your instrument to the frequency of peace, and peace must find you. Your work is internal. Stop trying to manipulate the outside world and start curating your inner state. When you notice yourself out of alignment with your desire, gently adjust your frequency. If you want love but feel lonely, shift to the feeling of self-love and deep connection to the universe. If you want success but feel like a failure, recall a past success and feel that same pride and capability in your body now. You are the tuner of your own radio station. This law is not a passive process. It is an active embodiment. You are not a beggar shouting orders at the cosmos. You are a master musician learning to play the instrument of your own energy field. You practice the scales of joy, of trust, of wonder. You compose the symphony of your life with your consistent emotional state. The universe is your orchestra, waiting to play the music you emit. Your feelings are the conductor's baton. Watch for the signs of resonance. As you shift your internal state, you will notice small synchronicities. The right book appears, a helpful person calls, an unexpected opportunity arises. These are not coincidences. They are the universe's way of confirming your new frequency. They are proof that the mirror is adjusting to reflect the new you. Trust these signs. They are the first whispers of your new reality, coming to meet you halfway. Let go of the how. Your only task is to maintain the frequency of your desired outcome. The universe handles the logistics in ways your logical mind cannot conceive. Your intense focus on the how is often born of doubt, and that doubt lowers your vibration. Surrender the details. Your job is to be the person who already has what they desire. Feel it, know it, live from that feeling. Then watch as the world rearranges itself in perfect and often mysterious ways to match the signal you have become. Chapter 13. Mastering the language of creation. Every word you speak and every thought you think is a command. Your subconscious mind, a loyal and literal servant, accepts these commands as absolute truth and works to manifest them in your experience. The universe itself responds to the vibrational signature of your language. To complain is to command more to complain about. To speak of lack is to command more lack into being. Your vocabulary is not just descriptive, it is actively creative, shaping the very fabric of your reality. Listen to the common phrases you use without thought. I am sick and tired. This is driving me crazy. I am terrified. These are not harmless expressions. They are powerful spells of disempowerment, casting a shadow over your vitality, your sanity, and your peace. Your inner genie is always listening, and it says, "Your wish is my command." It then sets to work to make you more sick and tired, more crazy, more terrified. The first step is to become conscious of this silent, constant incantation. You must now become a poet of your own existence, choosing each word with the precision of a master craftsman. Purge your language of weakness and victimhood. Eliminate words like can't, never, and always. Replace them with the language of possibility and agency. Instead of I can't handle this, try. This is a challenge I'm learning to navigate. The shift is subtle to the ear, but profound to the soul. It rewrites the command from one of surrender to one of strength. Begin to speak from the reality you wish to create as if it is already true. This is not lying, it is leading. You are leading your subconscious and your energy field into the new timeline. Do not say, I want to be confident. Declare, I am moving through the world with quiet confidence. Do not say, I hope to be abundant. State, I am a magnet for divine abundance and opportunity. Feel the difference in your body when you speak these new commands. Feel the truth of them resonate. Your internal dialogue is the most potent language of all. The silent conversations you have with yourself throughout the day are the primary programming script. Catch the old, critical narrator in the act and gently overdub it with the voice of a loving mentor. When it says you messed up again, you respond with, I am learning and growing with every experience. This internal linguistic shift is the most important work you will ever do. It changes the source code of your being. Use language to cast a new reality around you each morning. Before you rise, while still in that hypnagogic state, whisper your new commands to yourself. I am radiant health. I am magnetic joy. I am a conduit for divine creativity. I am peace. Let these words be the first vibrations to touch your awareness, setting the tone for your entire day. They will act as a filter, helping you perceive and attract experiences that match their frequency. There is ancient power in the spoken word. Do not underestimate the effect of hearing your own voice declare your new truth. Speak your declarations aloud when you are alone. Let the sound waves of your intentions ripple through the atmosphere of your home. Let them bounce off the walls and return to your ears, reinforcing the message. The physical act of speaking engages your body in the creation process, making the abstract tangible. Your voice is a creative instrument. Your word is your wand. With it, you can build prisons, or you can open portals to new worlds. From this moment forward, take a vow of conscious speech. Pause before you speak and ask, is this sentence building my desired reality, or is it reinforcing an old one? Choose words that empower, that heal, that inspire. Let your language become a beautiful incantation, a daily ritual of weaving light and possibility into the tapestry of your life. Speak only the world you wish to live in. Chapter 14. The Ritual of Embodied Transformation. Your mind can conceive a new self, but your body must believe it. Deep within your cells, within your very fascia, your history is written. Past traumas, chronic stress, and long-held fears are not just memories. They are physical patterns, frozen energy that shapes your posture, your breath, and your vitality. To truly become new, you must not only change your thoughts, you must translate them into the silent language of the flesh. This is the ritual of embodiment. Think of a time you felt truly confident. Recall not just the thought, but the physical sensation. Shoulders back, chest open, breath deep and easy. That posture is the embodiment of confidence. Now think of a time you felt shame or fear. Shoulders rounded, head down, breath shallow. Your body holds the postures of your past identities. To create a new you, you must teach your body the postures and rhythms of your future self. Breath is the bridge between the mind and the body. It is the simplest and most powerful tool for embodied change. When you are anxious, your breath is short and high in the chest. To change the emotion, change the breath. Inhale slowly for 4 counts, filling your belly. Hold for 4, exhale for 6, emptying completely. This simple pattern signals safety to your nervous system. It tells the body that the crisis is over, that it is time to release the old armoring. Movement is how you carve new pathways into your somatic being. Do not just visualize yourself as free and fluid. Move as if you already are. Put on music that resonates with your desired state, and let your body move without a plan, without judgment. Feel the joy in the movement, the strength in your limbs, the grace in your flow. This is not exercise, it is alchemy. You are quite literally moving the old energy out and dancing a new self into existence. Your body learns through repetition. A single session of empowered breathing or movement creates a crack of light. A daily practice builds a new highway. Create a simple 5-minute morning ritual. Stand tall, breathe deeply into your heart space, and move your body in a way that feels expansive and joyful. As you do, repeat a simple affirmation like, "I am free" or "I am powerful." This synchronizes your mental intention with your physical vehicle, programming the new you into your cellular memory. Pay attention to the sensations that arise. As you release old patterns, you may feel tremors, heat, or waves of emotion. Welcome them. These are not signs of something wrong. They are signs of something right. They are the frozen energies of the past finally thawing, finally moving out of your system. Breathe into these sensations. Thank your body for its long-held protection and assure it that it is now safe to let go, to relax, to become new. This is a sacred re-inhabitation of your own temple. For too long, you may have seen your body as a problem to be solved or a burden to be carried. Now, see it as the instrument of your soul's expression. Treat it with reverence, feed it life, touch it with love, listen to its whispers. As you cleanse and reprogram your physical vessel, you become a clear channel for higher frequencies. Your light body can then fully incarnate, and your spiritual realizations become your lived reality. The transformation is complete only when it is anchored in the body. When your walk radiates confidence without you having to think about it, when your breath remains calm in the face of chaos, when your body naturally expresses joy and vitality, you have succeeded. You are no longer just thinking about the new version of you. You are wearing it. You are living it. You have become the walking, breathing, pulsating truth of your own awakening. The ritual is now your natural state of being. Chapter 15. Cultivating a heart-centered compass. Your mind is a brilliant navigator, but it often relies on outdated maps drawn from past experiences. It calculates risks and plans routes based on logic alone, which is the language of fear and limitation. There is another navigator within you, one that speaks the language of truth. It is your heart, not merely as a physical organ, but as an intelligent center of perception, a compass that always points toward your soul's deepest alignment and greatest good. The mind analyzes and dissects, breaking reality into separate pieces. The heart unifies and knows, sensing the wholeness of a situation. It perceives through feeling, through a sense of resonance or dissonance. A decision that looks perfect on paper may feel tight and constrictive in your heart. Another path, which seems illogical, may carry a feeling of rightness, an expansive peace that is your heart's way of saying yes. This is the intelligence you must learn to trust. To access this wisdom, you must first quiet the noise of the mind. Sit in a quiet space and place your hand gently over your heart. Breathe slowly and deeply, imagining your breath flowing in and out directly through your heart center. With each exhale, release the chatter of your thoughts. With each inhale, draw your awareness down from your head and into the spaciousness of your chest. Feel the warmth and vitality there. This is your home base for true knowing. Now, bring a specific question or decision into this heart space. Do not analyze it. Simply hold it there, as if offering it to the intelligence of your heart. Then, listen. Listen not for words, but for a felt sense. Does the option feel light, expansive, and forward-moving? Or does it feel heavy, contracting, and fearful? The heart's guidance is often subtle, a gentle nudge or a deep, settled feeling of peace. This is your soul's GPS signal. Your heart's compass is calibrated by coherence. When you feel gratitude, love, or compassion, your heart rhythms become smooth and ordered, creating a powerful, coherent field. This state allows for the clearest perception. Before making any important choice, spend a few minutes generating a feeling of genuine appreciation. Recall someone you love deeply or a moment of great beauty. This practice tunes your heart, making its guidance unmistakably clear and strong. The mind will protest. It will call this foolishness and present a long list of rational reasons to ignore the heart's whisper. Thank your mind for its concern, for its desire to protect you. Then gently return to the feeling in your chest. The heart's guidance may not always be safe, but it will always lead you toward growth. It will guide you to experiences that expand your capacity for love, for courage, for authentic expression. Living from the heart is a courageous act. It requires you to surrender the illusion of control that the mind so cherishes. It means taking steps that may not make sense to anyone else, but feel profoundly right to you. This is how you begin to live a destiny that is uniquely yours, not a life designed by the expectations and logic of the external world. Your heart knows the song your soul came here to sing. Make this a daily practice. Several times a day, pause and drop your awareness from your head to your heart. Ask, heart, what is the most loving step I can take right now? The answer may be to rest, to speak a kind word, to walk away from a conflict, or to begin a creative project. As you follow these gentle prompts, you will find your life flowing with a new ease and magic. You are no longer navigating by the stars of past fear, but by the radiant sun of your own loving heart. Chapter 16. The Art of Synchronicity and Flow. There is a state of being where effort ceases and life begins to carry you. Doors open before you knock, the right person calls as you think of them, and solutions appear as if by magic. This is not luck. This is the state of flow, the natural result of aligning your personal will with the greater current of universal intelligence. It is the universe's way of saying yes, of collaborating with you in the dance of creation. Flow is accessed when you are fully immersed in the present moment, your actions perfectly matched to your skills and your purpose. In this state, the separate sense of a doer dissolves. You become the action itself. The painter becomes the brushstroke. The dancer becomes the dance. The thinker becomes the thought. In this unity, there is no resistance, only a profound and effortless movement. Time distorts, and you are simply, completely alive. Synchronicities are the signposts on this path. They are those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. A book falls open to the exact page you needed to read. A stranger speaks the words you were just thinking. These are not random events. They are winks from the universe, confirming you are on the right track. They are the external world mirroring the internal alignment you have achieved. The more you notice them, the more they multiply. To enter the flow, you must release your tight grip on the how. The mind wants to control every step, to force outcomes according to a rigid plan. This forceful effort is like trying to swim upstream. Flow requires surrender, a trust that the river knows its way to the ocean. Set your clear intention, then release the specific path it must take. Become curious about how it will unfold, rather than demanding that it unfold in a certain way. Your work is to follow the energy. Notice what activities make you feel alive, what conversations light you up, what ideas pull you with a magnetic curiosity. These are your flow triggers. When you follow this energy, you are placing yourself in the current. Conversely, notice what drains you. what feels like a heavy obligation. These are eddies and obstacles. Your inner guidance system is always showing you the way. Your only task is to obey its gentle nudges. Play is the gateway to flow. The serious, goal-oriented mind cannot enter this state. It is too busy measuring and judging. When you engage in an activity for the pure joy of it, with no attachment to the outcome, you drop the burden of the ego. You become like a child, fascinated and open. Whether it is gardening, writing, playing music, or a sport, let yourself play. In that space of joyful engagement, the magic of synchronicity is most potent. Do not seek flow as a permanent state, for that very seeking will push it away. It is a rhythm, like the tide. There are times for powerful, focused action in the flow, and there are times for rest and integration. Honor the natural cycles. When you feel out of flow, do not struggle. Simply pull back, be still. Reconnect to your heart's compass. The current will return, and when it does, you will step back into it with renewed grace and power. You are learning to co-create with life itself. You are not a solitary worker building a life through sheer force of will. You are a note in a grand symphony, and when you are in tune, the entire orchestra supports you. Trust the process. Follow what feels light. Celebrate the synchronicities. As you do, you will find that a hidden intelligence is guiding you, supporting you, and conspiring in your favor. The art is not to control the river, but to learn the skill of floating effortlessly upon it. Chapter 17. Navigating the dark night of the soul. There will come a time on this path when the light seems to vanish. The synchronicities stop, the flow feels like a distant memory, and a profound emptiness descends. This is not a failure or a wrong turn. It is a sacred and necessary passage, known as the dark night of the soul. It is the phase where the last and deepest layers of the old self are being dissolved in the fire of silence and unknowing. Everything you thought you were, every spiritual concept you clung to for security, will be called into question. The ego's final desperate stand is to make you believe you have been abandoned, that your awakening was an illusion. This is its masterpiece of trickery. In truth, you are being invited to let go of the map and become one with the territory. You are being prepared for a union that transcends all concepts, even the concept of being awake. In this space, all your spiritual practices may feel dry and useless. Do not force them. This is not a time for doing, but for being. It is a time for radical surrender, for allowing the dissolution to happen without resistance. Imagine yourself as a leaf falling into a river, allowing the current to carry you into the depths. You are not in control. The universe is performing a sacred surgery on your soul, and anesthesia is not an option. The pain of this process is the pain of birth. You are contracting, pushing through a narrow passage from one state of being to another. The darkness is not your enemy. It is the womb of your new consciousness. It feels like death, because it is a death. The death of the separate self that believed it was on a journey. It is the final surrender before you realize you are the destination itself. You are the journey and the journey's end. You must find a way to hold this experience with unconditional compassion. Do not try to figure it out or analyze it. Simply be with the emptiness, the ache, the void. Sit with it, as you would with a grieving friend, in silence, without offering cheap advice or false hope. This deep, non-judgmental presence is the greatest act of self-love you can offer. It is the proof that a part of you is already free, already witnessing the storm. There are no shortcuts. You must pass through this night. To try to avoid it, to numb it with distractions or spiritual bypassing, is only to postpone the inevitable. The dawn cannot be rushed. Yet know this with absolute certainty. You will not be given more than you can bear. The universe is not cruel. It is efficient. It only burns away what is ready to be released. You are stronger than you know. Reach out, but do not seek to be fixed. Share your experience with a trusted companion who understands the path, not to find a solution, but to be heard. Sometimes, giving voice to the darkness robs it of its power. Let someone else hold the candle of faith for you when your own has been extinguished. Their unwavering belief in your wholeness can be a lifeline, a reminder of the sun that still exists behind the impenetrable clouds. Then one day, for no reason at all, a subtle shift will occur. The weight will feel a fraction lighter. A sliver of light will appear, not as a grand revelation, but as a quiet, gentle peace. You will realize that the darkness did not destroy you. It hollowed you out. It made space. You will emerge not with more answers, but with fewer questions. You will be quieter, softer, and infinitely more real. The dawn after the dark night is the beginning of your true life. Chapter 18. The practice of conscious relationship. Every person who crosses your path is a mirror, reflecting back to you a part of yourself waiting to be acknowledged and loved. Your relationships are not accidental. They are the most dynamic and potent arena for your awakening, designed to show you where you are still in chains and where you are already free. To engage in conscious relationship is to shift from seeking completion in another to sharing your wholeness from a place of sovereign grace. See the people in your life as sacred assignments. The one who irritates you is pointing to a hidden judgment within yourself. The one you adore is showing you a disowned quality of your own heart. The one who abandons you is teaching you to find your foundation within. There are no villains and no saviors in this play, only teachers in various forms. Your task is to receive the lesson, not to blame the messenger. The foundation of conscious connection is presence. So often, when another is speaking, you are not truly listening. You are preparing your response, defending your position, or lost in your own story. To listen consciously is to offer your complete, undivided attention. It is to listen with your heart, to hear the feeling beneath their words. In that space of pure reception, healing occurs for both people and true understanding becomes possible. From this place of presence, communication becomes a creative art. You speak from your own experience, using I feel and I perceive, rather than you always or you never, which are weapons of blame. You express your truth without the need for the other person to agree with it. Your goal is not to win an argument, but to build a bridge of understanding across the river of your separate perceptions. This is how conflicts transform into deeper intimacy. Conscious relationship requires impeccable boundaries. A boundary is not a wall. It is a conscious definition of what you are and are not available for. It is the clarity to say, I love you and I cannot participate in this dynamic. It is the strength to choose yourself when a relationship demands you abandon your core values. Boundaries are not selfish. They are the necessary structures that allow love to flow freely without resentment or enmeshment. At its highest expression, conscious relationship is a spiritual practice. You learn to see the divine essence in the other person, even when their human personality is acting out. You recognize the soul within them on its own difficult journey. This does not mean you tolerate abuse. It means you hold a space of compassion while honoring your own boundaries. You love the being, even as you release the behavior. This is unconditional love in action. Your primary relationship is with yourself. All other relationships are an extension of this one. If you are at war within, you will attract conflict. If you are whole within, you will attract partnership. The work is always to return to self-love, to inner peace. As you become a more stable, loving presence for yourself, you naturally become that for others. You stop looking for someone to complete you, and you start sharing your completeness. Let your relationships be a celebration, not a need. Let them be a dance of two whole beings coming together to create something more beautiful than either could alone. Release the heavy expectations and the old stories of betrayal. Enter each connection with curiosity and an open heart. See what new creation wants to emerge when two awakened souls meet in the field of infinite possibility. This is the practice, the art, and the joy of loving consciously. Chapter 19. The Economy of a Sovereign Soul. You have been taught a story of scarcity, that you must compete for limited resources in a rigid system. This is the old economy, built on the fear of not having enough. But there is another economy, a spiritual one, where the currency is energy, value is created from unique expression, and abundance is the natural state of being aligned with the infinite flow of the universe. Your true work is to transition your life into this new economy. Your soul does not come here merely to make a living. It comes to express life, to contribute its unique note to the cosmic symphony. Your purpose is not a job title. It is the specific quality of energy you bring to everything you do. When you align your daily actions with this soul frequency, work ceases to be labor and becomes a form of worship. You are no longer earning a living, you are giving your gift. Money is not the root of this system, it is a current. It is a form of energy that symbolizes value exchanged. When you operate from fear and scarcity, you constrict this current. You hoard, you worry, you see money as a master. When you operate from love and purpose, you become a clear conduit for this energy. You allow it to flow to you and through you, trusting it will return in countless forms. Prosperity in this new economy is not measured by your bank statement, but by your freedom and your capacity to contribute. It is the freedom of time, the freedom of choice, the freedom to follow your inspiration. It is the resources to care for your well-being and to amplify your positive impact on the world. This kind of prosperity is your birthright when you are in alignment with your soul's purpose. To enter this flow, you must first clear your internal financial programming. Examine the beliefs you inherited. Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. I am not good with money. These are spells of poverty. Write them down and then, one by one, rewrite them. Money is a neutral tool for good. I am a wise steward of abundant energy. I allow prosperity to flow to me easily. Feel the truth of these new statements. Then offer your gift with radical trust. Do not ask, what is the most profitable thing I can do? Ask, what is the most joyful and meaningful contribution I can make? Pour your love and excellence into that. The old economy pays for time and labor. The new economy rewards value and vibrational impact. When your work is an authentic offering of your soul, it carries a magnetic frequency that attracts all necessary support. Release the obsession with the how. You do not need to see the entire staircase to take the first step. Take one action today that aligns with your soul's purpose, however small. Write a page, make a connection, create a prototype. Then take another step tomorrow. The universe handles the logistics. Your faith and consistent action signal your readiness to receive. Opportunities, resources, and divine collaborations will appear. You are not a beggar in the marketplace of life. You are a sovereign soul, a creator of value. Your very presence is a contribution. As you align with your purpose and release the fear of lack, you step into the economy of grace. Here, you are endlessly provided for, not because you struggle, but because you are a vital part of the whole. You are a unique cell in the body of abundance, and the entire universe is committed to your sustenance. Chapter 20. Healing the timelines of your past. Your past is not a linear chain of events locked in stone. It is a living tapestry of energy, and some of its threads are still bleeding into your present. A childhood humiliation, a traumatic loss, a moment of heartbreak. These are not just memories. They are frozen moments in time, pockets of unresolved emotion that continue to broadcast their frequency, shaping your reactions, your fears, and the very opportunities you allow yourself to receive. You carry within you a younger self, a child who experienced those moments of pain. That child is not gone. It exists in a sort of time capsule within your psyche, still feeling the original shock, the original fear. To heal the past, you must not just remember it. You must re-enter those moments with the consciousness you have now. You must become the loving parent your younger self needed, offering the comfort and understanding that was absent then. The key to this healing is the understanding that time is an illusion of the physical mind. In the quantum field, all moments exist simultaneously. This means you can access any point in your personal timeline from the powerful vantage of the present. You are not changing the historical event, you are changing its charge. You are draining the memory of its painful power and reclaiming the life force that was trapped there. Begin by gently inviting a memory that still carries an emotional sting. Do not choose the most traumatic event first. Start with a smaller wound. Close your eyes and visualize the scene. See your younger self in that situation. Now, step into the scene as your current, awakened self. Observe what is happening, but from a space of compassionate detachment. You are there as a guardian angel, not as a participant in the drama. Speak to your younger self. Tell them what they needed to hear then. I am here with you. You are safe now. What you are feeling is valid, but it does not define you. This was not your fault. You are so loved. Hold that younger version of you. Let them feel the strength and safety of your current presence. Allow them to express their fear or sadness to you, and listen with infinite love. Witness their release. As you hold this space, you will feel a shift. The tightness in your own chest may soften. A wave of relief may wash through you. This is the energy of the past being transmuted. The frozen moment is thawing. The trapped energy is being freed. The memory will begin to feel different, distant, neutral, or even transformed into a source of wisdom. The event becomes a chapter in your story, but it no longer writes the ending. Forgiveness is the final stage of this alchemy. It is not about condoning what happened. It is about releasing yourself from the prison of resentment. See the other people in the memory as unconscious actors bound by their own pain and conditioning. From your higher perspective, send them a wave of compassion and release them. Forgive yourself for any perceived role you played. Forgiveness cuts the last cord that binds you to that timeline. You are the healer of your own history. With each memory you transmute, you are not just changing your past, you are altering your future. You are closing old doors of reaction and opening new pathways of possibility. The energy that was once used to suppress pain becomes available for creation. You become lighter, freer, and more present. Your past becomes a well of wisdom, not a wound that bleeds. You reclaim your timeline, and in doing so, you step fully into the power of your now. Chapter 21. The Power of a Decluttered Mind. The modern mind is a crowded room filled with the noise of 1,000 channels, the clutter of forgotten tasks, and the endless chatter of commentary. This mental static is not benign. It is a veil that obscures your inner wisdom, a drain on your vital energy, and the greatest obstacle to hearing the quiet voice of your soul. To access the clarity and peace of your true nature, you must consciously undertake the sacred work of mental decluttering. This is not about becoming thoughtless, but about becoming the master of your attention. Your attention is the most precious resource you possess. Where you place it defines your reality. When your attention is fragmented across countless worries, memories, and digital distractions, your power is scattered. You become a flickering candle in the wind. A decluttered mind is a focused laser beam of consciousness, capable of cutting through illusion and manifesting with precision. Begin with a digital fast. For 1 hour each day or 1 full day each week, disconnect completely. Turn off the screens, the notifications, the endless stream of external information. In the silence that follows, you will initially hear the mind's panic. It will scramble for something to hold on to, replaying old conversations or inventing new worries. Observe this chaos with detachment. Do not engage. This is the noise that has been running your life. Now, introduce the practice of mental noting. As thoughts arise, simply label them and let them pass. Worry, planning, memory, judgment. You are not trying to stop the thoughts. You are creating a space between you and them. You are reminding yourself that you are the awareness watching the thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. This simple act of noting begins to untangle your identity from the endless stream of mental content. Create spaces of intentional silence throughout your day. Sit for 5 minutes upon waking, before checking any device, and simply breathe. Feel the stillness of the morning. Before a meal, pause for 60 seconds of gratitude and quiet. These moments are like clearings in a dense forest. They allow light to penetrate and give your mind room to breathe. In these spaces, intuition and inspiration naturally arise. Practice the art of single tasking. When you eat, just eat. Feel the texture of the food, taste the flavors. When you walk, just walk. Feel the air on your skin, see the colors around you. When you work, devote your full attention to the one task before you. This focused presence is a form of meditation in action. It trains your mind to be here, now, instead of lost in the phantom worlds of past and future. A decluttered mind is not empty, it is receptive. It is a still lake that can perfectly reflect the moon. In this state, you are no longer filtering reality through a cloud of mental commentary. You experience life directly. Solutions to old problems appear effortlessly, creative ideas bubble up from the depths, synchronicities become obvious. This is because you are finally listening to the universe instead of the noise in your own head. Your mind is meant to be a tool, not a tyrant. The work of decluttering is the ongoing process of taking back your throne. Each time you choose silence over noise, focus over fragmentation, and presence over commentary, you are reclaiming your sovereignty. You are making your mind a clean, clear vessel for the intelligence of the heart to express itself. A decluttered mind is the fertile ground from which your true awakened life can finally grow. Chapter 22. Embodying the archetype of the Creator. Across all cultures and times, there exists a powerful archetype, the Creator. This is not just an artist or a builder, but the fundamental energy that shapes form from the formless, that brings the new into being. This archetype resides within you, waiting to be awakened from its slumber. To embody the Creator is to shift your identity from a passive passenger of life to the active author of your experience. You have been taught to follow paths, to obey rules, to fit into predefined roles. This is the way of the follower. The Creator within does not follow paths. It draws new maps. It does not ask for permission to exist. It declares its reality through intention and action. Your life, until now, may have felt like reading a book written by someone else. Embodying the Creator is the decision to put down that book and pick up your own pen. This begins with a simple but profound question, asked each morning. What do I choose to create today? This is not about your to-do list. It is about the quality of your reality. Will you create a day of peace despite the chaos? Will you create moments of connection even in solitude? Will you create understanding from a place of conflict? You are not waiting for the day to happen to you. You are announcing to the universe what you intend to manifest. The Creator understands that the raw material of reality is consciousness itself. Your thoughts, your beliefs, and your focused attention are the clay. Your emotions are the fire that hardens the clay into permanent form. Every time you consciously choose a thought, you are sculpting. Every time you cultivate a feeling, you are setting your creation into its destined shape. You are not hoping for a better reality. You are actively sculpting it with your inner world. There will be moments of uncertainty when the new creation is not yet visible. This is the void, the sacred space between the unmanifest and the manifest. The untrained mind panics in this space, rushing to fill it with old, familiar forms. The embodied creator rests in this void with trust, knowing it is the fertile darkness from which all stars are born. Your faith is the light that sustains you in the dark. Practice seeing your life as an ongoing work of art. Your relationships, your work, your health, these are your current mediums. You are not a fixed character in this artwork. You are the artist, the brush, and the canvas all at once. Step back occasionally and observe the composition. Are the colors vibrant? Is the energy dynamic? Does it reflect your soul's deepest truth? If not, you have the power to mix new paints and change the stroke. The creator archetype is fueled by inspiration, not obligation. Pay attention to what sparks your curiosity, what makes your energy quicken. That is the voice of your inner creator calling you to your next project, your next expression. Follow that thread of excitement without demanding to know the final outcome. The joy is in the act of creation itself, in the process of bringing something new and unique through the portal of your own being. You were not born to merely consume a world built by others. You were born to add your unique stanza to the eternal poem of existence. From this day forward, walk as the creator, speak as the creator, decide as the creator. Let every action, no matter how small, be a conscious act of world building. The universe is not something you are in. It is something you are constantly and miraculously creating. Now, go and create something beautiful. Chapter 23. The Science and Spirit of Intention. Intention is the bridge between the unseen world of potential and the visible world of form. It is the focused power of your consciousness to collapse infinite possibilities into a single tangible reality. Modern physics suggests that at the quantum level, particles exist as waves of probability until an observer's intention locks them into a specific state. Your conscious awareness is that observer, and your life is the particle waiting to be defined. An intention is not a wish. A wish is passive, a hope sent out into the void. An intention is active and authoritative. It is a clear, concise command from the captain of your ship to the universe. I intend to experience vibrant health. I intend to express my creativity freely. I intend to live in a state of grace and peace. The phrasing is present tense, embodying the reality as if it is already in motion, because at the level of energy it truly is. The power of an intention is magnified by the emotional charge behind it. A lukewarm thought carries little momentum. But when you fuse your intention with the felt sense of already having it, you create a magnetic vortex. Feel the joy of your realized intention. Feel the gratitude for its manifestation. Feel the deep peace of its fulfillment. This emotional signature is the fuel that propels your command across the quantum field, organizing events and circumstances in its favor. However, a crucial part of the formula is the release of attachment to the specific outcome. This is the paradox of powerful intention. You must hold the vision with unwavering faith, while simultaneously surrendering the precise path of its delivery. The how is the domain of the universe's infinite intelligence. Your attachment to a specific how is born of doubt, a subtle fear that the universe cannot be trusted. This fear constricts the flow of miracles. To set a powerful intention, first enter a state of inner stillness through meditation or deep breathing. Quiet the mind's chatter. From this place of clarity, ask your heart, what is my deepest intention for this situation? Listen for the answer that feels light and expansive. Formulate it into a simple, positive statement, then visualize it completed, bathing in the emotions of success. Finally, release it. Say, I set this intention into the fertile field of all possibility, and I let it go. Your work after setting an intention is to align your actions with its energy. If you intend for prosperity, act from an energy of abundance and generosity today. If you intend for love, be a source of loving kindness to everyone you meet. This alignment signals to the universe that you are a vibrational match for your desire. You are walking the path you have declared, and the universe will meet you on it with all the necessary resources. Watch for the intuitive nudges that follow a clearly set intention. A sudden impulse to call someone, a book that falls off a shelf, a random invitation. These are the universe's responses, the first steps in the co-creative dance. Follow these hints without overanalyzing them. They are the stepping stones laid out across the river, each one placed perfectly for your journey to the other side. You are a master of intention, a conscious collaborator with the creative forces of the cosmos. Do not underestimate this power. You are not a tiny being in a vast, indifferent universe. You are a focal point of the universe's own desire to know and express itself. Each clear, heart-centered intention you set is a divine command, and the entire cosmos rearranges itself to assist in its fulfillment. Your will and the universal will are meant to be one. Chapter 24. Building Resilience Through Adversity. A tree that has never faced a strong wind develops shallow roots. It stands tall in fair weather, but the first true storm can topple it. Your spirit operates by the same law. The challenges, the setbacks, the moments of profound difficulty are not interruptions to your path. They are the very forces that drive your roots deep into the bedrock of your own being, building a resilience that fair weather could never provide. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a meaningful one. Adversity is the great teacher, though its lessons are often written in the language of pain. It strips away the non-essential, forcing you to discover what you are truly made of. In comfort, you may identify with your possessions or your social standing. In hardship, you are left with only your core character, your will, and your connection to something greater. The awakened mind does not see a setback as a failure. It sees it as data. What is this situation revealing about my current beliefs? Where are my boundaries being tested? What old pattern is being triggered? This reframe transforms you from a victim of circumstance to a student of life. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And you start asking, what is this here to teach me? This question alone contains the seed of your empowerment. Your resilience is built in the moment of choice, when everything in you wants to quit. It is the quiet voice that says, one more step. It is the decision to get out of bed when grief weighs you down. It is the choice to speak with kindness when you have received none. These small, repeated acts of courage are like spiritual weightlifting. They are building a muscle of will that cannot be broken by external events. Practice welcoming difficulty as a sparring partner for your soul. When a problem arises, instead of contracting in fear, take a deep breath and expand. Say to yourself, this is my training. This is where I get to practice patience, or forgiveness, or unwavering faith. This shift in perspective does not remove the challenge, but it removes the suffering around it. You engage the difficulty with the focus of a master, not the panic of a novice. Find the gift in the pressure. A diamond is only coal that withstood immense force over time. Your most radiant qualities are often forged in the darkest furnaces of your life. The compassion you now feel was born from your own pain. The patience you exhibit was learned through endless waiting. The courage you embody was summoned in the face of your greatest fear. Your scars are not signs of damage, they are proof of your alchemy. Do not hide from the storms. Learn to dance in the rain. Let the winds of change try to push you, and discover your ability to bend without breaking. Let the fires of loss burn away what was never truly yours, so you can see the indestructible essence that remains. A resilient spirit is not one that remains untouched by life. It is one that has been touched deeply, has felt it all, and has emerged not hardened but softened, wiser, and infinitely more compassionate. You are becoming unshakable, not because bad things will stop happening, but because you will have developed an inner core that cannot be shaken. This core is built from every challenge you have faced and overcome, every tear you have shed and survived, every time you chose hope over despair. You are being tempered by life itself, and you are emerging stronger, more flexible, and more radiantly alive than you could have ever become in perpetual ease. Chapter 25. The Ethics of Your New Power. As you awaken, you are handed the keys to a profound creative force. You are learning to shape reality with your thoughts, your focus, and your vibrational state. With this power comes a sacred responsibility, for every creation sends a ripple through the collective field of consciousness. The highest use of this power is not for personal gain alone, but for the healing and evolution of the whole. This is the foundation of spiritual ethics. The first principle is harmlessness. This does not mean becoming passive. It means ensuring that your intentions and actions do not create suffering for others or infringe upon their free will. You cannot manifest a specific person to love you, for that manipulates their journey. You cannot wish for another's failure to ensure your own success. Your power must be wielded with a deep respect for the sovereignty of every other soul. Your freedom ends where another's begins. Your thoughts are not private. They are energetic broadcasts that touch the morphic field of humanity. A thought of judgment toward another, even unspoken, adds to the frequency of judgment in the world. A thought of compassion amplifies compassion for all. You are now a steward of the collective mind. You must guard your inner world as diligently as a gardener tends their plot, pulling the weeds of toxic thinking and planting seeds of benevolence. Beware the shadow of the spiritual ego. It is the part of you that may begin to feel special, superior, or separate because of your awakening. It may whisper that you are more evolved than others, that your path is the only true path. This is the old ego, disguised in light. True power is humble. It knows that it is a channel for a universal force, not the source of it. It serves quietly without needing recognition or praise. Always ask the question, is this for the highest good of all concerned? Before you set a powerful intention, sit with this inquiry. Feel into the outcome. Does it feel expansive and life-giving for everyone it touches, even indirectly? Or does it feel contractive, benefiting you at the expense of another? When your creation is aligned with the highest good, the entire universe conspires to support it. When it is not, you will feel resistance in your spirit. The right use of will is to align your personal will with the divine will. This is the ultimate ethical practice. It means surrendering your limited personal desires to a higher intelligence that sees the interconnectedness of all things. You move from wanting what you want to wanting what life wants through you. Your power then becomes a force of nature, a benevolent wind that fills the sails of the entire human journey, not just your own small boat. Practice radiating blessings without any attachment to the result. Send waves of loving kindness to people you love, to strangers, and even to those you perceive as adversaries. Visualize them surrounded in light, happy, healthy, and at peace. This is power used purely for the benefit of others. It cleanses your own energy field and contributes to the raising of the planetary vibration. It is a silent service you can perform every day. You are a custodian of light. The power awakening within you is a sacred trust. Wield it with wisdom, with compassion, and with a heart that understands its unity with all that is. Let your every creation be a testament to love. Let your every intention be a thread in the healing of the world. This is the mark of a true master, not the amount of power they wield, but the depth of their love and the breadth of their responsibility in its use. Chapter 26. The Practice of Unconditional Self-Love. The entire journey of awakening circles back to a single, non-negotiable foundation: the love you hold for yourself. This is not the narcissistic love of the ego, which is rooted in superiority. It is the humble, fierce, and unwavering acceptance of every part of your being. It is the knowing that you are inherently worthy, not because of what you have achieved, but because you exist. Without this foundation, the new self is built upon the same fault line of self-rejection as the old. Observe the way you speak to yourself in moments of perceived failure. Are you a kind mentor or a cruel critic? That inner voice was programmed long ago, but you are now its programmer. Every time you meet your own pain with compassion instead of condemnation, you are rewriting that program. You are teaching your nervous system that it is safe to be you, flaws and all. This inner safety is the prerequisite for all outer bravery. This love must be operational, not conceptual. It is not enough to say, "I love myself." You must act as if you do. This means honoring your body with rest and nourishing food. It means setting boundaries that protect your peace. It means speaking to yourself with the same tenderness you would offer a grieving child. It means forgiving yourself for past mistakes, understanding that you were always doing the best you could with the awareness you had at the time. There are parts of you that you have disowned, hidden in shadow because you deemed them unacceptable. Your anger, your fear, your vulnerability, your perceived weaknesses. Unconditional love demands that you invite these exiled parts of yourself back home. Sit with your anger and listen to its message without acting it out. Hold your fear and reassure it of your presence. Embrace your vulnerability as the doorway to authentic connection. Practice a simple ritual of self-love each day. Stand before a mirror, look into your own eyes and say 3 times, "I love you and I accept you exactly as you are." Feel the resistance that arises, feel the awkwardness. Do it anyway. Let the words vibrate through your body. This may feel false at first, like a lie you are telling yourself. But repetition builds a new neural pathway until the love becomes more familiar than the criticism. This love extends to your journey. Love the person you were, for they brought you here. Love the person you are with all their struggles and triumphs. Love the person you are becoming, even though they are not yet fully formed. This triune love, past, present, and future, integrates your being across time. It heals the rift between who you were and who you aspire to be, allowing you to exist fully in the now. When you truly love yourself, your need for external validation dissolves. You no longer look to relationships, careers, or achievements to fill a void within. You become a self-contained sun, radiating light from your own core. This does not make you isolated, it makes you whole. And from this wholeness, you can engage with the world from a place of overflow, not lack. You love others not because you need them, but because you are love. Let this be your most sacred practice. Let every breath be a reminder of your inherent worth. Let every action be an expression of care for the beautiful, complex, and perfect being that you are. You are a unique expression of the universe, and to deny yourself love is to deny the universe itself. The greatest gift you can give to the world is your own realized wholeness. It begins and ends here, in the quiet, unshakable sanctuary of your own heart. Chapter 27, Connecting to the Universal Mind. You have been working with the power of your individual mind, but it is merely a single wave upon a vast and endless ocean. This ocean is the universal mind, the source of all intelligence, creativity, and order in the cosmos. It is the field from which every galaxy, every atom, and every thought emerges. To consciously connect with this mind is to plug your individual awareness into the infinite wisdom and power of the whole. This connection is not something you need to earn or build. It is your natural state. You are already immersed in this intelligence, breathing it, being moved by it. The separation is an illusion maintained by the egoic mind. The practice is not to reach for something outside yourself, but to quiet the personal mind enough to remember what you are already a part of. It is a shift from seeking to listening, from striving to allowing. Begin in silence. Sit in meditation and let go of every thought, every prayer, every desire. Do not ask for anything. Simply be. Imagine your individual awareness as a cup dipping itself into the ocean. The cup is filled with the same water as the ocean. There is no difference in substance. In the stillness, you will feel a presence, a boundless intelligence that is both within you and infinitely beyond you. This is the connection. From this connected state, you can ask. But your questions change. You no longer ask, "What should I do?" You ask, "What would you have me know?" You no longer plead for solutions. You open yourself to receive inspirations, insights, and intuitive knowings that far surpass your limited perspective. Answers may come as a sudden clarity, a dream, a synchronicity, or a deep, unshakable knowing in your heart. Your role becomes that of a conduit. You are a localized point through which the universal mind expresses its creativity. Your unique talents and passions are the specific channels it uses. When you are connected, your work is no longer your own. You become an instrument for a symphony much greater than yourself. Ideas will flow through you, solutions will appear, your actions will feel guided, effortless, and perfectly timed. This connection dissolves the burden of personal responsibility. You realize you are not creating your life alone through sheer force of will. You are co-creating with the intelligence that designed the stars. This brings a profound sense of peace and trust. You can release the need to control every outcome, knowing that a higher order is orchestrating events for your evolution and the benefit of all. Your only task is to stay aligned. You will know you are connected by the fruits it bears in your life. A deep and inexplicable peace that remains amidst outer chaos. A spontaneous creativity that surprises even you. A compassion that extends without effort to all beings. A sense of being perfectly supported and guided, even when the path is unclear. These are the signs that the wave is consciously dancing with the ocean. Make this connection your primary goal. Let every meditation, every walk in nature, every moment of awe be an invitation to remember your source. You are not a lonely seeker on a difficult path. You are the universal mind itself, experiencing its own majesty through the unique lens of your journey. Rest in this knowing. Breathe it in. For in this connection, you find your true home, your unlimited power, and your eternal self. Chapter 28. The Discipline of Sustained Practice. The spark of awakening is a glorious event, a lightning strike that illuminates the entire landscape of your soul. But a spark must be tended to become a lasting fire. The initial revelation fades, and you are left with the choice to either build a new life upon it or let it become just another memory. This is where true transformation is forged, not in the peak experience, but in the quiet, daily discipline of your practice. Motivation is a fleeting visitor, arriving with inspiration and departing with the first sign of difficulty. Discipline is the permanent resident of your inner home. It is the part of you that shows up to the meditation cushion when your mind protests, that chooses the empowering thought when the old pattern beckons, that breathes through the resistance when the body cries out for comfort. Discipline is the bridge between the person you are and the person you vow to become. Your practice is your anchor in the chaos of the world. It is the non-negotiable ritual that grounds you in your truth when everything else is shifting. It does not need to be long or complex. It needs to be consistent. A 5-minute morning meditation, a 1-minute heart-centering breath before a meeting, a nightly review of 3 things you are grateful for. These small, repeated actions create a rhythmic current that carries you forward. There will be days when your practice feels dry, when it seems to yield no tangible result. These are the most important days. This is where you build spiritual muscle. You are not practicing for the feeling, you are practicing for the structure. You are laying one more brick in the foundation of your new self, even when you cannot yet see the house. The value is in the showing up, not in the temporary experience it provides. Design a personal syllabus for your awakening. What are the core practices that sustain you? Perhaps it is a daily visualization of your destiny blueprint. Perhaps it is a walk in nature to reconnect with the universal mind. Perhaps it is a journaling practice to dialogue with your inner child. Write this syllabus down. This is your curriculum for soul making. Refer to it not as a rigid taskmaster, but as a loving guide. The ego will tempt you to skip a day. It will whisper that you are too tired, too busy, that one day will not matter. This is the test. Every time you choose your practice over the resistance, you are casting a vote for your new identity. You are telling the universe that your awakening is not a hobby, but your central purpose. Each disciplined act is a powerful declaration of who you are now. Let your discipline be infused with love, not grim determination. You are not punishing yourself into enlightenment. You are caring for your soul with the same devotion a gardener tends a precious seedling. Your practice is the water, the sunlight, the fertile soil. Do it with a sense of reverence for the being you are nurturing. This loving discipline soon becomes its own reward, a sanctuary of peace and self-respect. You are the sculptor of your own consciousness, and discipline is your chisel. One deliberate tap at a time, you are chipping away the excess stone of conditioning, of fear, of forgetfulness. The masterpiece of your true self is already within the marble, waiting. Do not put down the tools. The world needs the unique beauty only you can reveal. Your sustained practice is the quiet, powerful promise you make to life itself. Chapter 29. The legacy of your awakened presence. Your transformation is not a private affair. As you change your inner frequency, you become a broadcasting tower of a new signal, subtly altering the field of consciousness around you. Your peace touches the collective anxiety. Your clarity cuts through the shared confusion. Your love softens the hardened edges of the world. This is your legacy, not written in stone or in a will, but etched into the invisible fabric of reality itself. You may never know the full impact of your awakening. The cashier you smiled at on a difficult day may have carried that light home to their family. The calm you maintained in a crisis may have inspired a bystander to find their own courage. The boundary you set with love may have taught someone else about self-respect. These ripples extend far beyond your sight, creating a cascade of healing you cannot measure. This legacy is not about grand gestures or public achievements. It is about the quality of your presence in the most ordinary moments. It is how you listen to a friend, how you speak to a child, how you handle a disappointment. It is the energy you leave in a room after you have departed. Your awakened presence is a silent sermon, a living testament to what is possible for every human soul. Your very existence becomes a permission slip for others when you dare to live authentically, to follow your joy, to speak your truth. You give others tacit permission to do the same. You prove that it is possible to break free from the trance. You become a living prototype of a new way of being, and those who are ready will recognize the frequency and remember it within themselves. Let go of the need to convince anyone of your truth. Your legacy is not built through debate or proselytizing. It is transmitted through resonance. Simply by being who you are, you become a mirror in which others can see their own potential. Your wholeness reflects back their own, often sparking a deep, unspoken recognition that can ignite their own journey of awakening. Tend to your own energy field as your primary contribution to the world. Your most important work is to remain centered, clear, and compassionate. A polluted stream cannot give clean water. A chaotic mind cannot transmit peace. Your daily practice of cleansing, grounding, and connecting is therefore an act of profound service. You are purifying a channel for a higher love to flow into the world. See your life as a sacred offering. Every kind thought, every moment of forgiveness, every breath taken in conscious awareness is a gift laid upon the altar of humanity. You are not separate from the whole. You are a vital organ in the body of humanity. Your health contributes to the health of the entire organism. Your light diminishes the collective darkness. Your love is a necessary nutrient for the world's heart. Do not underestimate the power of a single awakened life. The world is transformed not by a few monumental acts, but by countless small ones, performed by individuals who have chosen to remember their true nature. You are one of those individuals. Your journey matters. Your peace matters. Your love matters. You are leaving a legacy of light with every conscious breath, and the universe is forever changed because you are here, awake. Chapter 30. Embodying fearless authenticity. There comes a point on the path where the cost of wearing a mask becomes greater than the risk of being seen. You have polished your persona, softened your edges, and hidden your strange and beautiful truths to fit in, to be loved, to be safe. But the soul thrives on authenticity, and it will make you restless and ill until you agree to let the real you step out of the shadows and into the light. Authenticity is not about crafting a perfect image of a spiritual person. It is the raw, unvarnished truth of your experience in this moment. It is admitting when you are scared. It is sharing your unconventional ideas. It is wearing what feels true to you, not what is in fashion. It is allowing your laughter to be too loud and your tears to flow freely. It is the courage to be a work in progress openly. The fear that holds you back is the echo of an old world, a world that rewarded conformity and punished difference. That world is an illusion sustained by collective agreement. As you awaken, you withdraw your agreement. You realize that the opinions of others are merely reflections of their own internal conflicts and conditioning. Their judgment cannot touch the essential, unchangeable truth of who you are. To walk in authenticity is to become a spiritual sovereign. You are the final authority on your own experience. You no longer look outside yourself for validation or permission. You consult your own heart compass. You honor your own yes and your own no. This sovereignty is not arrogant, it is humble, for it respects the same authority in every other being. It allows others to be who they are, as you claim the right to be yourself. Start small, in safe spaces. Express a preference you usually keep hidden. Share a vulnerable feeling with a trusted friend. Decline an invitation without offering a lengthy excuse. Each small act of truth-telling is a rehearsal for the grand performance of your life. It builds the muscle of authenticity, making it stronger and more natural with every use. Your authentic self is your greatest gift to the world, not your most polished one. Your quirks, your passions, your unique perspective, these are the colors you are meant to add to the collective canvas. By hiding them, you deprive the universe of your essential note in its symphony. The people who are meant to find you will be magnetized not by a perfect image, but by the resonant frequency of your realness. There will be fallout. Some relationships may change or fade. Not everyone will be comfortable with the real you. Bless them and let them go. Their departure makes space for soul family, for those who will recognize and celebrate the authentic being you are becoming. The pain of this release is a small price for the profound peace of no longer performing, of finally coming home to yourself. Let your life become an experiment in fearless self-expression. What would you do if you were not afraid of being judged? What dream would you pursue? What truth would you speak? Take one step in that direction today. The world does not need more copies, it needs originals. It needs you in all your imperfect, glorious, and singular beauty. The greatest act of courage is to choose, moment by moment, to be that. Chapter 31. The Mastery of Paradox and Non-Duality. The mind loves clarity. It seeks to divide the world into neat categories: good and bad, light and dark, spiritual and mundane. But as you awaken, you begin to perceive a deeper reality where these opposites are not enemies, but two sides of the same coin. To master paradox is to hold two seemingly contradictory truths at once, without the need to resolve them. This is the gateway to a profound and unshakable peace. You are both a human and a divine being. You are a temporary body with a birth and a death, and you are also the eternal awareness that was never born and will never die. To deny the human is to become dissociated and ungrounded. To deny the divine is to live in spiritual poverty. The mastery is to fully inhabit your human experience, with all its mess and beauty, while simultaneously resting in the truth of your timeless nature. You are here to have goals and to practice total surrender. You set clear intentions, you take aligned action, and then you release all attachment to the outcome. You work as if everything depends on you, and you surrender as if everything depends on God. This is not a conflict, it is a dance. The doing comes from the human will, the surrender from the soul's trust. Both are necessary for a life of power and grace. Your shadow and your light are both essential to your wholeness. The parts of yourself you have repressed, your anger, your jealousy, your pride, hold immense power. Integrating your shadow does not mean acting it out. It means acknowledging its presence with compassion and understanding its message. Your light becomes more radiant and real when it is not afraid of its own darkness. You are both an individual and one with the whole. You have a unique soul path, a specific purpose that is yours alone to fulfill. And yet, you are inseparable from the unified field of consciousness, a single cell in the body of the universe. This paradox allows you to honor your individuality without falling into separation, and to feel your connection without losing your distinct voice. Practice sitting with a paradox without trying to solve it. I am both limited and limitless. I am both changing and unchanging. I am both the wave and the ocean. Feel the tension of these opposites within your body. Do not rush to choose one side. Allow the tension to exist. In that fertile space, a new kind of intelligence is born, one that transcends the linear mind and understands through direct knowing. This mastery transforms your relationship with life itself. A failure is no longer just a failure. It is also a lesson and a necessary detour. A moment of fear is not a setback. It is an invitation for courage to emerge. You stop fighting reality and start dancing with it. You see the hidden unity in all things, the divine order within the apparent chaos. Your heart becomes spacious enough to hold it all. Embrace the beautiful confusion of the non-dual world. Let go of the need for absolute answers. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. The greatest wisdom lies in comfortable uncertainty, in the joyful acceptance that you are vast enough to contain multitudes. In this space beyond opposites, you find a freedom that definitions could never capture, and a love that has no opposite. Chapter 32. The eternal journey of becoming. This is not the end. There is no final destination where you arrive, a finished product stamped with approval. The moment you believe your awakening is complete is the moment you fall asleep to a deeper layer of the mystery. You are a verb, not a noun. You are a perpetual unfolding, a continuous revelation. The true goal is to fall in love with the endless process of becoming itself. The old you sought security in a rival. It wanted to reach the peak of the mountain and plant a flag. The awakened you understands that the mountain is an illusion and the climbing is the truth. There is always a higher vista, a deeper valley to explore within your own consciousness. The joy is found in the expansion, the learning, the constant surprise of discovering who you are next. You will outgrow the very truths that set you free. The insights that feel so revolutionary today will, in time, become stepping stones to even broader understandings. Do not cling to them. Thank them for their service and let them go. Your spiritual identity is also a costume, one you must be willing to shed when it becomes too tight. The soul's growth requires a constant death and rebirth. There is no failure, only feedback. A period of contraction is not a regression, it is the gathering of energy for the next leap. A moment of confusion is not a sign you are lost, it is the fertile ground for a new clarity to be born. Every experience, no matter how challenging, is grist for the mill of your evolution. The journey is not linear, but a spiral, always circling back to core lessons at a higher level of understanding. Let your curiosity become your compass. Ask what else is possible. Who might I become beyond my current imagination? Let these questions guide you more than any rigid plan. Stay open, soft, and receptive. The universe is infinitely creative, and it delights in surprising a willing collaborator. Your life is a co-creation with the divine, an improvisational dance where the next step is always revealed in the moment. Release the weight of your own story. You are not the person you were 10 years ago or even 10 minutes ago. Each breath offers a new beginning. Do not let the narrative of your past, even your spiritual past, define the possibilities of your future. You are a blank page every single morning. Write a new story today and be ready to tear it up and write another tomorrow. This eternal journey is your homecoming. You are not traveling toward a distant point, but deeper into the heart of what you have always been. With each layer you peel away, you uncover a more essential version of yourself. With each horizon you reach, a new one appears. This is the divine game, the endless play of consciousness exploring its own infinite depths through the singular and precious vessel of you. So, close this manuscript not as a finished book, but as a well-loved map for a territory that is forever changing. Carry its wisdom, but do not be bound by it. Listen for the next whisper, the next call from the edge of your own becoming. The greatest adventure lies ahead, in the beautiful, unknown, and eternal journey of you. Keep walking, keep wondering, keep becoming. And so, we arrive here, not at an end, but at a new beginning. The final page of this manuscript is not a period, but a portal. You have walked through 32 chambers of your own consciousness, each one revealing a key, a code, a forgotten truth. You have deconstructed the old and laid the foundation for the new. The concepts have been shared, but the true magic has happened in the silent spaces between the words, in the quiet awakenings within your own heart. You now carry the manuscript within you, no longer as words on a page, but as a living, breathing frequency. It is woven into the fabric of your awareness, a part of your soul's own operating system. The mentor's voice fades, and in its place you hear your own, clearer, wiser, and more compassionate than before. This was always the goal, for you to become your own greatest teacher, your own most powerful guide, the author of your own glorious and unfolding story. Take a deep breath and feel the truth of your journey. You are not the same person who began this listening. You are clearer, lighter, more real. The work continues, but the struggle is over. It is replaced by a gentle, curious participation in the dance of creation. Go forth now and live the truth you have remembered. And if this journey has touched your soul, consider sharing this channel as a sanctuary for others who are ready to hear the call. Let us know you are part of this awakened family. In the comments below, simply write the phrase, "I am the manuscript." It is a sacred declaration that the work is done and the new you has truly begun.